Did you know that the silence of being alone might actually be your secret superpower? It's true. In a world that's constantly buzzing with noise, distractions, and endless connections, the thought of solitude can seem daunting, maybe even a little scary. But what if I told you that some of the world's greatest thinkers, innovators, and leaders found their deepest insights and breakthroughs not in the hustle and bustle, but in moments of quiet solitude? Today, we're diving deep into why embracing being alone isn't just about getting away from it all. It's about coming home to yourself. It's about unlocking a treasure trove of creativity, resilience, and inner strength that you might not even realize you have. If you've ever felt overwhelmed by the chaos of daily life, or if you're simply curious about how solitude can transform not just your day, but your entire way of life, then you're in the right place. Stay with me, and let's explore together how solitude can turn what many see as a negative into your most profound strength and ally. Before we jump into uncovering the powerful secrets of solitude, make sure to like, subscribe, and share this video, and stick with us all the way through without skipping, because every moment is a step towards transforming how you see and experience your world.
Stoic wisdom present.
1. The benefits of solitude. Being alone often gets a bad rap, doesn't it? People tend to think that if you're spending time alone, you must be lonely, sad, or missing out on something more exciting. But what if I told you that some quiet time is exactly what we need to grow and find happiness? Yes, it's true. Stoicism, an ancient philosophy that has survived the test of time, tells us that getting to know ourselves and finding peace within can open doors to levels of happiness we've never imagined. This isn't about isolating yourself from the world. It's about embracing those quiet moments that give us space to breathe, reflect, and reconnect with our own values and desires. Now, think about the last time you really had a moment to yourself. Not just sitting alone scrolling through your phone, but truly being present with your thoughts, without distractions. It might feel a bit uncomfortable at first. Silence often brings out the noise in our heads that we try to drown out during our busy days. However, Stoicism teaches us that this discomfort isn't something to shy away from. Instead, it's a sign that we're on the right path to self-discovery and self-mastery. Today, we're not just talking about the act of being alone. We're diving into how to thrive in it. How can solitude help us develop resilience, boost our creativity, and even improve our relationships with others? When we're comfortable in our own company, we build a stronger sense of self that isn't easily shaken by the opinions or actions of others. We become more authentic in our interactions because we're not constantly seeking approval or trying to fit into someone else's idea of who we should be. And let's not forget about creativity. Ever noticed how some of the best ideas come to you when you're taking a shower, driving, or just lying in bed before sleep? That's solitude at work, clearing out the mental clutter and making room for new, innovative thoughts. When we step back from the noise of the world, we give our minds the freedom to explore new possibilities without judgment or interruption. So, are you ready to see how solitude can significantly enhance your life? Are you ready to learn how to not just be alone, but to thrive in it? Let's delve deeper into how embracing quiet moments can transform the way we feel, think, and interact with the world around us. Let's go. 2. Stoicism and Self-Discovery. Stoicism is so much more than just a philosophy about enduring hardship or being alone. It's really about harnessing every single life situation to foster personal growth and understanding. Imagine for a moment that you meet someone new. Now, instead of just going through the motions of a polite conversation, you try to truly see the world through their eyes. Or consider those moments when you learn something that completely challenges your existing beliefs or knowledge. These aren't just everyday encounters or random facts. These are opportunities for growth. Stoics embrace these moments, seeking to expand their understanding and enrich their character in the process. Now, let's talk about how this plays out not just in interactions with others, but also in our moments of solitude. Each situation, each person we meet, and each challenge we face holds a lesson in it, if only we're willing to look for it. It's about more than just surviving life's ups and downs. It's about thriving by turning each experience into a stepping stone on the path to a deeper self-awareness. When you start to live like this, nothing is mundane and no meeting is trivial. Every single experience is a chance to learn something new about the world, and consequently, about ourselves. And here's the truly exciting part. As you start to build this habit of seeking growth from every encounter and situation, you begin to see changes in how you relate to both yourself and others. You become more patient, more perceptive, and more empathetic. You start to understand that every person you meet has something to teach you, and every situation offers a chance to test and refine your principles. This is what Stoicism teaches us: to find the extraordinary in the ordinary, to learn from both the good and the bad, and to continuously evolve into better versions of ourselves. So, how do we make the most of every interaction and learn more about ourselves in the process? It starts with a shift in perspective. We must approach life with curiosity instead of judgment, with openness instead of fear. Whether you're dealing with a difficult coworker, facing a personal setback, or enjoying a peaceful afternoon alone, ask yourself, what can this situation teach me? How can this add to my understanding of life and my place within it? Embracing this mindset can transform not just how you view interactions and solitude, but how you live your entire life. It's about making the journey inward, using every day and every interaction as an opportunity to grow deeper in knowledge and richer in character. Let's explore this path together and discover the incredible power of Stoicism in fostering true self-discovery and profound personal growth. 3. Practical tips for enjoying solitude. Now let's really dive into how we can enjoy our alone time more. It all begins with how we choose to use our time. Stoicism isn't just about endurance, it's a philosophy that emphasizes reflection, intention, and living according to our deepest values. So when we find ourselves alone, whether by choice or circumstance, it's not just an empty space. It's a canvas waiting for us to fill it with meaningful activities that resonate with who we are and who we want to be. First, let's talk about using this time for reflection. Solitude gives us a rare chance to pause and look inward, away from the distractions of everyday life. This could be as simple as spending a few minutes each morning or evening to reflect on your day, your feelings, and your goals. You might want to journal these thoughts down. Writing not only helps in organizing our thoughts, but also makes it easier to track our personal growth over time. Reflect on questions like, what did I learn today? What am I grateful for? How did I handle challenges that came my way? Next, solitude can be the perfect opportunity to delve into new hobbies or revive old ones. Ever thought about learning to paint? Or maybe picking up that guitar gathering dust in the corner? Engaging in hobbies not only breaks the monotony of daily routines, but also stimulates creativity and can be incredibly fulfilling. Choose activities that you've always wanted to try but never had the time for, and use your solitude as a stepping stone to explore these passions. Remember, it's not about filling every moment with activity. It's about choosing activities that enrich your soul and bring you joy. Additionally, solitude is ideal for expanding our knowledge. This could be through reading, online courses, or even documentaries. Knowledge not only enriches our minds, but also provides new perspectives on life that can greatly enhance our personal wisdom and decision-making. Pick subjects you're curious about and dedicate some of your alone time to learning more about them. This continual learning process keeps our minds engaged and growing. Lastly, simply enjoying the peace of quiet moments can be profoundly rewarding. In today's fast-paced world, we rarely get the chance to just sit and be with our thoughts. Practice being present in the moment, whether it's while drinking your morning coffee, watching the sunset, or sitting quietly without any distractions. Learn to appreciate the beauty and tranquility of these moments. This practice of mindfulness can help reduce stress and increase your overall sense of well-being. Solitude doesn't have to be lonely or boring. It can be incredibly productive and enriching if approached with intention. By reflecting, engaging in hobbies, learning, and savoring quiet moments, you can make solitude a powerful tool for self-improvement. Let's embrace these opportunities to grow, explore, and discover more about ourselves. After all, knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom. Let's get practical and make the most out of our alone time. 4. Saving and simplicity. And here's something interesting. Being on your own can actually help you save money. Now you might be thinking, how does being alone save money? It's all about embracing a simpler way of living, a concept deeply rooted in Stoic philosophy. Stoics believe in living simply and finding contentment with less. This doesn't mean denying yourself pleasures or living austerely for the sake of it, but rather making conscious choices about what really adds value to your life. When you're on your own, you have full control over your financial decisions. You're less likely to succumb to peer pressure or spend money on social outings that don't really interest you. This autonomy allows you to prioritize your spending on things that truly matter to you. Perhaps you've always wanted to take a pottery class or invest in a quality set of paints to start that art project. Being single gives you the freedom to allocate your resources towards these personal passions without the obligation to compromise or consider another person's preferences. Moreover, embracing simplicity helps in reducing the clutter, not only in our homes, but also in our minds. When you start clearing out the things you don't need, those impulse buys or the just-in-case items, you begin to appreciate what you have. You also make room for things that genuinely enhance your quality of life. This minimalist approach isn't just about saving money. It's about creating a space that reflects your true self and your true needs. Financial freedom is another significant aspect of this simplicity. By saving on unnecessary expenses, you can build a financial cushion that allows you to make choices that can lead to greater happiness. Maybe it's a trip to a place you've always wanted to visit, or the freedom to take a lower-paying job that offers more personal satisfaction and work-life balance. When you're not tied down by financial constraints, you're free to make decisions that align more closely with your personal values and long-term goals. In essence, when we talk about saving money and living simply, we're really talking about investing in ourselves. It's about making deliberate choices that prioritize our own growth and well-being. Embracing simplicity as a way of life can lead to both financial and emotional freedom. It allows us to live more intentionally, to focus on what's truly important, and ultimately to find a deeper sense of fulfillment in our lives. Let's consider how we can apply these Stoic principles to our finances and our daily routines to cultivate a richer, more purposeful life. 5. Building better relationships. While being alone has its perks, it also sets a solid foundation for nurturing richer, more meaningful relationships. You see, when you spend time focusing on your personal growth and self-awareness, you cultivate a healthier, happier version of yourself. And who better to bring into any relationship than someone who is fully attuned to their own needs and emotions? Stoicism, with its deep roots in wisdom and virtue, teaches us to love wisely and well, which essentially means fostering connections that are both fulfilling and authentic. So, how does being single enhance our ability to love and connect with others? First off, it gives us the space to understand our own values and desires without external influences. When you know what you stand for and what you want from life, you are more likely to seek out people who align with these ideals. This doesn't just apply to romantic relationships, but also to friendships and professional relationships. Each connection you make is more intentional because you understand your worth and what you bring to the table. Moreover, solitude allows us to develop the virtues that make us good companions. Qualities like patience, empathy, and resilience are all cultivated during times of reflection and personal challenges. When you've worked through your own issues and learned to comfort yourself, you can offer a kind of presence that is truly comforting and grounding for others. You become a pillar of strength, not because you've never faced challenges, but because you've navigated them with grace and gained wisdom along the way. Stoicism also encourages us to view relationships as opportunities to practice virtues and contribute to the well-being of others. It's not about what you can get from people, but what you can give. When you approach relationships from this perspective, every interaction becomes meaningful. You're not just spending time with someone, you're actively contributing to their life and they to yours in ways that encourage mutual growth and happiness. Additionally, being single can dramatically improve your capacity for empathy. Having spent time alone, you're more aware of the nuances of human emotions and can relate to others' feelings and experiences with a deeper understanding. This makes you a more attentive and compassionate partner, friend, or family member. In essence, embracing solitude not only enriches your personal life, but also enhances the way you interact with others. By focusing on your growth, learning to love yourself, and understanding your unique place in the world, you build a foundation for relationships that are based on true connection, mutual respect, and heartfelt support. Let's cherish our time alone, for it equips us with the tools to not only love ourselves, but also to extend that love outward, fostering deeper connections and building a community that reflects our highest values and aspirations. 6. Embracing autonomy and independence. Embracing autonomy truly is a superpower when you're single. It's about tapping into your own resources for happiness and well-being, and realizing that joy and contentment are generated from within, not from the accolades or approval of others. This isn't about cutting yourself off from the world. Rather, it's about building such a strong foundation within yourself that you are no longer swayed by every wind of opinion or circumstance. Stoicism teaches us that self-sufficiency strengthens our personal integrity and authenticity, making our relationships with others more intentional and rewarding. Now, why is this autonomy so important? When you depend on external sources for your happiness, your emotional state is always precarious, like building your house on shifting sand. External circumstances are inherently unstable. People change, jobs come and go, and nothing outside of ourselves is ever fully within our control. But when you cultivate a deep, inner source of contentment, you become more resilient against the inevitable changes and challenges life throws your way. This kind of independence is liberating. It frees you from the exhausting pursuit of trying to please others or living up to some external standard of success. So how can we cultivate this autonomy? It starts with self-awareness, taking time to really get to know who you are, what you value, and what you want out of life. This might involve setting aside time for reflection, journaling, or perhaps engaging in mindfulness practices that help you tune into your thoughts and feelings. It's about asking yourself hard questions about what makes you truly happy and what doesn't, then having the courage to align your life with these discoveries. Stoicism provides practical tools for this journey towards autonomy. It teaches us to focus on what we can control, our own actions and reactions, and to let go of what we can't. This philosophy encourages us to act according to our principles, not passions, which means making decisions based on what is right rather than what is easy or immediately gratifying. Moreover, embracing independence also means learning to enjoy your own company. It's about finding peace and fulfillment in solitude, enjoying activities alone that you might typically do with others. This might be going to a movie, eating out, traveling, or pursuing hobbies. Each of these activities strengthens the relationship with yourself, reinforcing the idea that you are good company and worthy of your own time and attention. Ultimately, cultivating independence isn't just about being alone, it's about being complete within yourself. This doesn't mean you reject relationships or community, far from it. Instead, it means you enter into those relationships as a whole person who isn't looking to others to fill an internal void. Your interactions become about sharing your life rather than using someone else's presence as a crutch for your insecurities. By developing this kind of autonomy, you not only enhance your own life, but also contribute to healthier, more balanced relationships. You bring a sense of peace and stability that is both attractive and inspiring to others. Let's embrace the strength that comes from independence and build a life that is not only fulfilling, but also empowering. 7. The freedom of singlehood. There's a unique kind of freedom in being single, and Stoicism helps illuminate why this can be such a powerful advantage. Imagine the liberating feeling of waking up every day with the knowledge that your choices, what you'll do, who you'll meet, where you'll go, are yours and yours alone. This isn't about selfishness. It's about the incredible opportunity for personal exploration and self-discovery that comes when you're not constantly adjusting your plans to fit someone else's schedule or needs. This freedom is about more than just deciding how to spend your Friday night. It's about deep, meaningful autonomy that can lead to profound personal development. When you're single, you can truly listen to your own desires and pursue your goals without compromise. You have the space to figure out what really matters to you, which passions ignite your spirit, and what dreams you want to chase, without having to balance these aspirations against the desires of a partner. Stoicism teaches us to embrace this kind of independence not as a burden, but as a blessing. It encourages us to use our freedom to cultivate virtues such as wisdom, justice, courage, and moderation. Each decision you make can be a reflection of your values, and each day is a new opportunity to live in accordance with those values. This is how character is built, through countless small choices that are aligned with who you aspire to be. Moreover, this freedom allows for a kind of self-discovery that is incredibly rich and nuanced. Without the influence of a partner's opinions or preferences, you get to explore parts of yourself that might otherwise remain overshadowed or unexplored. Want to experiment with a new hobby, travel to an unconventional destination, or change your career path? Being single makes these potentially life-altering explorations feasible and less complicated. But perhaps the most significant aspect of this freedom is the way it enhances your relationships with others. Without the constant presence of a partner, you're likely to develop a wider circle of friends and acquaintances, each bringing new perspectives and experiences into your life. This can lead to a more diverse and robust social life, one that is filled with varied and enriching interactions. It's an opportunity to learn from others, share experiences, and grow in empathy and understanding. Let's dive deeper into how embracing the freedom of singlehood can lead to incredible growth and a deeper understanding of yourself. It's about taking the reins of your life in your own hands, steering your journey according to your own map, and enjoying the ride without waiting for someone else to give you directions. This is a powerful form of freedom that can help you develop into the person you were always meant to be, more connected, more grounded, and more fulfilled. 8. Physical and mental health benefits. Taking care of our physical and mental health is a fundamental aspect of Stoicism, emphasizing the importance of maintaining balance and harmony in our lives. Being single offers a unique opportunity to establish routines that nourish both body and mind, an essential part of self-care that can sometimes be overlooked when we're involved in relationships, where compromises often shift our personal priorities. When you're single, you have the autonomy to make choices about fundamental aspects of your health, such as what to eat, when to exercise, and how to relax. This control allows you to listen to your body's needs and respond appropriately, which is crucial for long-term health and well-being. For instance, you can decide to cut out processed foods, adopt a plant-based diet, or experiment with meal timings that suit your body's natural rhythm without having to accommodate another person's dietary preferences or schedules. Exercise is another area where being single offers flexibility. You can choose the type of exercise you enjoy and schedule it at a time that feels natural to you, whether that's early morning runs, evening yoga sessions, or weekend hikes. This freedom not only makes it easier to stay consistent, but also allows you to explore different activities to find what truly makes you feel good, both physically and mentally. Mental health, equally important, benefits from the space and time that singlehood provides. You can establish routines like meditation, journaling, or simply quiet reflection without interruption, creating a sanctuary for your thoughts and feelings. This solitude is not about isolation. It's about creating a peaceful environment where you can clear your mind and recharge, free from the immediate demands and emotional dynamics of a relationship. Here are a few tips on how to use this time to reinforce your health effectively. Establish a routine. Consistency is key when it comes to health. Set regular times for meals, exercise, and sleep to help your body and mind function at their best. Experiment with nutrition. Use this time to focus on nutrition. Try new healthy recipes that cater solely to your taste and nutritional needs. Incorporate physical activity into your daily life. Find forms of exercise you enjoy and integrate them into your daily routine. Whether it's cycling, swimming, or dancing, make sure it's something that brings you joy and energy. Prioritize mental health. Set aside time each day for activities that help you unwind and process your thoughts, such as reading, meditating, or practicing mindfulness. Connect with nature. Spend time outdoors. Nature has a profound effect on both physical and mental health. Even a short walk in a park can boost your mood and reduce stress. Understanding and implementing these practices can lead to significant improvements in your overall health and well-being, helping you maintain balance and harmony in your life. Embracing the opportunities that singlehood provides for health and self-care not only enhances your quality of life, but also prepares you for healthier future relationships where you bring your best self to the partnership. 9. Exploring new interests and passions. And lastly, let's delve into one of the most exciting aspects of spending time alone: exploring new interests and passions. Stoicism isn't just about enduring solitude, it's about using it as a catalyst for personal growth and continuous learning. When you're alone, you have a unique opportunity to truly personalize your life's canvas, painting it with the colors of various experiences, skills, and hobbies that truly resonate with you. Think about it. Have you ever had a curiosity to learn painting or felt a spark of interest when you saw someone playing a particular sport? Maybe there's a language you've always wanted to speak or a musical instrument that's caught your eye. Being single is the perfect time to dive into these interests without the constraints of having to coordinate with someone else's preferences or schedules. You can attend classes, watch tutorials, or simply practice at your own pace, fully immersing yourself in learning and enjoying the process. Engaging in new activities not only enriches your life with skills and knowledge, but also opens up new social opportunities. For instance, joining a local sports team, enrolling in a cooking class, or attending a workshop on photography can connect you with people who share similar interests. These interactions can lead to meaningful friendships and broaden your social circle beyond your usual acquaintances. Every new person you meet can teach you something valuable, adding to your growth as a well-rounded individual. Moreover, pursuing new passions can have profound psychological benefits. It boosts your self-esteem as you overcome challenges and achieve goals. It stimulates your brain, keeping it engaged and active, which is crucial for long-term cognitive health. And let's not overlook the sheer joy that comes from doing something you love. The excitement and fulfillment that follow can significantly enhance your overall quality of life. Here are a few ways to start exploring new interests and passions effectively. Identify what intrigues you. Take some time to reflect on what activities make you feel excited or curious. What have you always wanted to try but never got around to? Set realistic goals. Whether it's learning to cook a new cuisine or starting a DIY project, set achievable goals to keep yourself motivated. Find communities or groups. Look for local or online communities that share your new interest. Joining these can provide support, resources, and additional motivation. Integrate your interests into your routine. Make regular time for your new hobby in your daily or weekly schedule. Consistency is key to developing a new skill. Enjoy the process. Remember, the goal is to enjoy the process of learning and growing, not just to reach an end result. Appreciate your progress, no matter how small. Embracing new interests and passions as a single person allows you to cultivate a life that's not only fulfilling, but also vibrant and diverse. It empowers you to craft a lifestyle that aligns with your values, ignites your creativity, and enriches your social world. Let's take advantage of this special time to explore, learn, and grow into the very best versions of ourselves. 10. Navigating social dynamics alone. Navigating social dynamics when you're on your own can definitely seem daunting at first. It's one of those areas where Stoicism isn't just helpful, it's transformative. Stoicism teaches us that every social interaction, no matter the size, is a chance to practice virtues like courage, kindness, and social grace. It's about seeing these moments as opportunities to grow and improve ourselves, not just as challenges to overcome. Let's talk about some practical strategies to help you feel more confident and make meaningful connections in social settings. First, remember that confidence comes from within. Before stepping into any social situation, take a moment to ground yourself with a few deep breaths and remind yourself of your worth and capabilities. Stoicism encourages us to focus on what we can control, our actions and our attitudes. You might not be able to control the crowd, but you can control your approach to it. When you're at an event alone, it can be tempting to stick to the sidelines. However, try to view this as a chance to engage with new people. Start with small steps. Make it a point to introduce yourself to just one person. Often, other people are just as nervous about making new connections, and they'll appreciate someone breaking the ice. Use simple openers like commenting on the event, asking a light question, or offering a compliment. Each small interaction builds your confidence and ability to navigate larger groups over time. Listening actively is another key Stoic practice that can enrich your social interactions. People appreciate when they are heard and understood. By focusing on listening rather than just waiting for your turn to speak, you can create deeper and more meaningful exchanges. This not only makes the conversation more enjoyable, but also helps you learn more about others' perspectives and experiences, enriching your own understanding of the world. Finally, remember that it's okay to step back when you need to. Stoicism doesn't mean pushing yourself relentlessly. It also teaches the virtue of wisdom, knowing when to engage and when to observe. If you ever feel overwhelmed, give yourself permission to take a short break. A quick walk or a few moments of quiet can help you reset your energy and prepare you to interact more. By adopting these strategies, you're not just surviving social situations, you're thriving in them. You're practicing the Stoic virtues of courage by stepping out of your comfort zone, kindness by engaging genuinely with others, and wisdom by knowing your limits. Over time, these practices can transform how you experience social dynamics, turning what once felt intimidating into enriching opportunities for personal growth and connection. So, there you have it. Being alone doesn't have to mean being lonely. With the wisdom of Stoicism, we've discovered how solitude can be a powerful ally in our quest for a richer, more fulfilling life. We've covered everything from embracing independence to exploring new passions, all aimed at helping you thrive on your own terms. If today's discussion inspired you, don't forget to like and subscribe for more. Share this video with friends who might also find it helpful, and let's keep growing together. Thanks for tuning in, and remember, solitude is your workshop for greatness. Embrace it, learn from it, and let it transform you.